Right, so welcome to this video, and this is going to be an eye-opener for those who follow the channel. For others, well, I suppose what it's all about is, for starters, in this first point, is that cryptos can grow much larger than you think. The cap can grow much larger than you think. Just because a coin has 50 billion supply, 100 billion supply doesn't mean anything. Just remember that Bitcoin started from zero, and what gave it its value? Basically, people. And it's the same when you think about fiat currencies. What gives it its value? It's not backed by anything. The people give it its value. The collective consciousness give the value to the asset, right? So if people collectively believe it's worth 100 trillion, like Michael Saylor suggests, then it will be worth 100 trillion, even more, right? So this also leads me to, the point that everything follows Bitcoin. Now, I might talk about things that you already believe. I might talk about things that you've probably already told me or commented or whatever, but it never really fitted with the analysis when I first created AriasWave, or during the testing phase of 8 years since 2015. But over the last 6 months, I've made a lot of breakthroughs with my view and how it fits with the bigger picture, with everything. My analysis has started to improve a lot more since earlier this year, but more in the later stages of this year. And that's because, well, something happened for that to be the case. Like, I can't explain it, but all I know is that, um, having produced my own methodology has given me the ability to understand why the waves produce the patterns they do, but also in what manner, right? And that's the whole reason why, like, if it doesn't fit with the methodology as I'm seeing it, then obviously I'm not good at the methodology. So that's why I think I've just gotten better at reading the waves using my methodology, with the hopes of one day making it more mainstream. But it's early days, right? But part of that whole thinking is that my latest analysis has led me to this whole understanding that this particular level here is the base. It's the base level, right? That line that I've drawn, that horizontal line here, is the base. The price or the total market cap or cryptos in general can't go down below a certain level that is marked out by a certain wave that indicates where the base was created. And I will talk about this more in videos about altcoins, other coins. But in this video, I just wanted to make the point that, A, the market cap can grow far beyond what you believe it can. So don't think that you can uh, doubt that it can without being wrong yourself. And, like, those things can lead to you taking profits off the table way too early, right? Um, your own doubt and insecurity about the market can definitely affect the levels at which you believe you're limited to in terms of profit. Because the good old saying is, let your profits run. But the thing is, will you do that? Can you do that given the environment that we've seen over the last several years that would suggest that you need to take profit off the table at a certain point in time? Right. So there's a lot to cover here. These are just the basics, the beginnings of what I want to say. So just trying to not ramble too much and actually remember what I want to say. Um, so basically, like, when it comes to the pattern itself, I believe that, okay, we have a base. we're going to produce a 5-wave move. Okay, now this is in line with the stock market analysis. It explains a lot about. I believe that there are reasons why this will happen. Uh, I believe that cryptos are a hedge against money printing, but the thing is, I don't think we've seen what is going to happen, which is going to be insane money printing. And I think that that will happen next, but not now. So basically, if you want to take an example of what I mean by the coming move, okay, so for example, let's say we're looking for a 5-wave move up. Okay, so right now, look, there's 5 waves here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This whole move, 5, is basically contained here. This particular wave 1 move here is this whole pattern. So what we're yet to see is this whole 5-wave move in a larger form, and this is just the first part. Now let me just switch over to the Bitcoin chart. So it's the same thing, because this also, the reason why I was showing the total crypto market cap chart is because I believe all coins follow Bitcoin, and they all created this base, right? So this is key. They all created this base. So this is something I'm going to address more in my next videos. It's pretty full on. So there is a level where cryptos, altcoins cannot go down below, and there are certain points in time where you should buy for optimal price. We should buy like the lowest point in the correction. But let me explain a little bit about this particular one. So for example, all right, I'm just going to get rid of some of these labelings here. Yeah, that's fine. So say for example, we have wave 1 here, right? We have wave 1. Now I believe that within this corrective portion we have an ABC, right? Now the exact labeling, I had them on here. I don't know why they disappeared, but they did. So basically we have an A, small a, B, and this whole thing C. And then we had a D, up, E, right? So expanded correction. If you haven't seen my Dow Jones chart that I posted yesterday, have a look at where I say that the correction ended, where I put the wave 4, especially wave 4s. Corrections were expanded. Very common in corrections to have expansions. It doesn't matter if they're wave 2 or 4, right? Because corrections, so corrections are the fundamental reason why I created AriasWave. Corrections are the thing that I focus the most on when creating AriasWave. Without corrections, you don't know shit about the markets. Elliott wave is junk, rubbish. Elliott wave gave as much attention to corrections as 5-wave moves, which is nothing. And also, let me remind you that Elliott wave was created in an era where computers were not mainstream, and we did not have TradingView. You couldn't use computers. He used printed charts. So AriasWave was created with a computer and TradingView, which is much better than anything they had back then. So it's literally like when you watch Terminator and you go to that really old bunker where they have all that old technology, Terminator 3, that last scene, you're not going to use that old shit technology to get yourself out of this mess. It's absolute junk, rubbish, crap. It's never going to work. And I've lost a lot of money trading Elliott Wave, and that's what inspired me to create AriasWave, because Elliott Wave is absolute junk, right? Nothing that you could make money with anyway. It's very easy to change accounts later, but I want to try and make ideas that actually predict actual real life counts and not just BS. Now, so basically what that means is that for the larger pattern, this is going to repeat itself more than likely in a similar manner, I would say, right? So with Bitcoin producing a wave C, right, that could be the lowest point right there, because the wave D could expand to the upside, create a wave E, and then wave 3 will start. So that would be the end of wave 2, right? So the whole wave 2 correction might look like this, or that could expand even higher. We don't know. Wave E can end higher. It can. I'm going to post a NASDAQ chart to show you just how crazy these expanded corrections can actually look. It's actually quite ridiculous how much of the price action is just corrections going up rather than the actual 5-wave moves. So that's interesting. I'm going to post on that soon. But basically what I'm trying to say here is that we are in the early stages of a massive 5-wave move, right? So if you've noticed that this has taken so long to unfold, that's a good thing. That means that the 5-wave move that's coming is not just going to be some volatile rubbish, right? That's going to fluctuate up and down here and there. It's actually going to be a very structured move that's going to take time and consistently and gradually move higher, right? And especially when it comes to the impulsive moves, wave 3 being the strongest always and the sharpest, it's going to move pretty fast. But at least the base will be formed for that 5-wave move, and it's going to move in a very big way to the upside. So I think that by now, I believe that we have enough data to make these predictions. Whereas in the beginning, I never had this much data. I couldn't really formulate any kind of ideas in 2015, 2016, 2017. But now I have enough knowledge, experience, and basically data to suggest that this is the beginning of a major, massive trend up for all cryptos, especially the top 10 and 20. I can't speak for every crypto. I can speak for the top 10 and 20 more than likely. I will be covering those more than likely soon. Like I said before, quality as well as quantity. And that's because of this new breakthrough in my analysis. So I just wanted to share that with you, and subscribing to what I do will be very important for keeping track of the progress as we move towards this, and also other coins that I will cover extensively without sacrificing the quality of the analysis. So hopefully you've enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching.